Yeah, it's hard to win games in this league. Really proud of how our guys fought, and I thought our defense did a really nice job again. I think Arizona State had a little bit different plan than we maybe thought. Really running the ball, trying to keep them that short third and short situations, and they did a nice job of converting third downs. Thought our DBs did a great job, on Nikhil and those wide receivers, and Ben Burr is something special. He is a heck of a player. Thought our O-line did a really nice job. The second to last drive, we had an assignment error. Game's kind of on the line. It would have been nice to not have that, but Jake was able to set his feet. I don't think we had a sack. And I thought with that awkward defense, those guys did a nice job of covering guys up and allowing our backs to find some creases. So overall, good to get a win in this league.
What did Jake do well tonight?
Well, I thought he threw the ball well. I thought he found guys even when guys weren't open. He's kind of scrambling up into the pocket a little bit more. Thought he placed the ball nicely, and thought he and Andre, at the very end of the game there, that was a clutch play. That was a hard play to make on the sideline to throw. He had a guy in his face, and Andre did a nice job getting his foot down. So we'll put the tape on, but I think our O-line did a nice job of giving him a chance to see some things, and it just, when that happens, it always feels different.
When you did have to get out, as you said, he made some plays. Was this kind of the best version of him as a decision maker?
Well, we have the same conversation every week. He's going to make a lot of plays outside the pocket. He has made a lot of plays. We just need to make sure it doesn't crush our team and our offense, and he did that tonight. And we need him outside the pocket on occasion. We just need to make sure he can cut our losses when he can't get something done.
Not a whole lot of receivers built like Nikhil Harry. We saw him punt return there. How confident were you in your secondary coming into this?
I thought when we punt the ball to him, first of all, I didn't even know it was him back there, and he catches inside the 5, and 4 guys missed him, and then I'm like, that's Nikhil. Great players are going to make plays. That's the bottom line. It's so frustrating. We'll go back and we'll work on our coverage. Joel did a heck of a job tonight. And, he put the ball right where it needed to be. And, like I say, it's hard to keep big-time players completely contained, and hats off to them.
You guys obviously some special plans that Jimmy had dialed up too, but, how curious were you? How confident were you in that match?
Well, we got good players, but he's a really good player too. So I thought the job that our secondary did was really good, and like I said, we thought they'd probably come out throwing it more than they did. He still threw it 27 times. Didn't feel like that because I think they were doing a nice job of kind of eating clock and keeping them in manageable situations, and so it was a little bit different game than maybe we thought how it would go. But I thought, both sides played hard and played well.
What can you say about your receivers, some of the catches they were able to make for you guys tonight?
Yeah, they came up big, and those guys have been making plays all year long. They really have, and every game it's the same thing, and I'm proud of those guys. We've been saying we have good players there, and I think every game we learn more about ourselves. I think certain guys get more confident, and I think that's a group that's going to continually get better.
5 for 5 in the red zone tonight. What was different about the red zone efficiency, just kind of what the plan of attack and just kind of how it worked out tonight?
Well, it's hard to say. I'm proud of Peyton for making those field goals. When we didn't capitalize. He's done a nice job. Jake makes a play with his feet again down there, and Ty Jones makes a big time play. That's how it goes in the red zone a lot of times. You either got to run it in, tough sledding, tough yards, or someone's gonna have to make a really good play because the situation's always so tight. And both those guys did that.
Touch a little bit on the offensive line, but what was it? What exactly were they doing that enabled Jake to get that time, and also obviously your run game? It helped.
Yeah, the first thing is kind of identifying who they're supposed to block, because there was a lot of chaos going on up there. It might not look like it from the stands, but it is in terms of how they line up, and that changes communication, all that. So the first thing, they did a good job of identifying who they were blocking. Second thing is they just blocked them well. Arizona State's good at getting on edges and slipping through and blowing things up. I mean, that's a negative play defense is what it is, how it's designed. And we had a couple at the end that were frustrating, but for the most part, it was pretty good.
Message about them executing in terms of their blocks all the way through so that plays can be elongated.
Yep. And, you know, we're kind of broken record on this, and if we can kind of keep them covered while Miles and company is getting even with them, those guys are fast and strong, and they're going to break tackles.
What were you thinking after the first play, your first offensive play of the game?
I was thinking that was on me, and I wish we didn't call it, but it really was on me. And I was bummed that I put our defense in such a bad situation. But we're going to take chances, and we're going to have plays, and we're not going to back away from that stuff. I mean, we've made a lot of plays over the years doing that kind of stuff, and people have to pay attention to it and defend it. And it's just too bad that, you know, they were on it better than we were.
How big was it, I guess, for the offense then to respond after turning the ball over in the first play of the game? Defense last touchdown, and then to right down the field and score again.
They were good. You could tell coming off the field. I mean, it was, you know, I think they all knew it was probably on me. They didn't flinch. It just came off. Defense, you know, did their deal and battled and almost held them out, and then offense comes back and we kind of get into the game plan and away we go.
Irvin, 20 tackles tonight. Any comments?
He's a football player. I really had no idea he had even close to that. You know, it's just kind of the style that was going on out there. It was 3 yards in a cloud of dust. I couldn't see half the time who was in on the tackle unless it went to the sideline. And you could see, you know, Ben flash out of there and go make a play. But not only did he have 20 tackles, I think he caused a couple fumbles. The guy's a heck of a player. I mean, obviously. But he plays like that all the time. He's fast, he's really, really smart, and he's as tough as they come. I mean, that's how you want them all built like that. You know, he's just got great instincts. He's got great instincts, and he's also smart. And I think those two things are, you know, a little bit different than each other, but that's what makes him special.
Coach, Savon Ahmed brings a different juice to the running game. How big was his impact tonight?
Yeah, he did a great job. And it's just nice when, you know, he and Miles kind of get going there a little bit. I think they complement each other well.